Hi, I'm Sarah, Design Director for Akola. Making a bracelet with our bead kit is really easy and a lot of fun. All you'll need is the Akola Karatasi bead kit, which you can purchase on akola.co, and a pair of scissors. I also like to use a mat. You can use any dishcloth or washcloth, anything you have available. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. The sole purpose of this mat is to keep the beads from going all over the floor. Inside your kit, you're going to find vibrant tassels in different colors. This one has pink and blue, yellow, and black. Now these tassels are really interesting because they're made from natural raffia. And the women who work for Akola that live in Uganda hand dye every single one of these tassels, and then they measure the raffia, they cut the raffia, they fold it, and they wrap these tassels. So every one is going to be a little bit different and unique, but extra special because they're made by women who are doing everything by hand. You'll also find we have lots of beads in here, really colorful, fun pattern beads. Some are red, some are green. This one's a really cool one. It's a Dalmatian. We have other colors. This one we like to call pink zebra. But there's 4 different quadrants, and each one will have beads that can make a bracelet that sit really well together. Or if you want to, you can get more creative and start mixing them together. You'll also find in your kit a little bag that inside has a bobbin with some stretch cord that you'll use to string your bracelet. Now with your stretch cord, you'll want to unravel it, and then everybody's wrists are different size. If you're doing this with your kid, you're gonna wanna measure their wrist. If you're making one for yourself, you'll need to measure your own. But you don't have to have a measuring tape or anything like that, no rulers needed. Just the actual cord itself. Just wrap it around your hand, get an idea of how big your wrist is. You'll want a little bit of room for movement, and then make sure you take about 1 inch on either end to leave room to tie off the bracelet at the end. From there, you're gonna wanna lay out your pattern, and that's where this mat really comes in handy because, again, like I said, your beads won't be rolling all over the place. Today, I think I'm going to go with a bright, fun pink bracelet. So I'm going to have a pink zebra bead, and then this little red spacer bead, and then maybe a white bead, another spacer bead, a pink zebra, and I'm basically just gonna continue this pattern. Once you have your pattern sorted out, you can see here that I decided to add the tassels into mine. You're just gonna take your cord. Now I haven't cut mine off the bobbin yet. You can, but I think it's nice to leave it on there. I've already unraveled how much I'm going to need for my bracelet. But this way, if you happen to drop the bracelet, and believe me, that happens all the time, instead of losing your design, the bobbin will stop it. It's not gonna go all over the floor. So I'm just gonna put my stretch through the paper beads, one after another, and keep going until you've made it the length you need it to be. Once you've gotten your bracelet to the length that you need, you can double check around your wrist to make sure it'll fit. That's when I then use my scissors. Kids, make sure you ask your parents for help. And I cut the stretch. From there, I like to grab both ends of the stretch and pull a couple times just to loosen it up a bit, make sure the beads are situated correctly. And then I'm going to cross under. It's pretty much like the way you start when you are tying your shoes. You'll cross under one time, and then you'll do it again. So you're making a knot. And then what I like to do, I like to hold both of the strings together and wrap around both my fingers under the stretch bracelet and come back up, and I actually will go in between my fingers and pull it through. And then tie it, like pull it taut. The reason I do the 2 different knots is it just adds a little extra security. If you feel like it's tricky, it's not something you have to do. It's just what I like to do when I make my bracelets. And then from there, you just cut off the excess string, and there you have it. You have a stretch bracelet. These kits are a lot of fun. They're a great project to do with your children. And the best thing about them truly is that you get to talk to them and you can explain to them about giving back and how you help others. For those of you that don't know, Akola in a Ugandan dialect actually means she works. And our company is female-led, female-founded, female-run, and we employ women in Uganda, a couple hundred of them, who otherwise wouldn't have jobs. And because of Akola, because of these kits, and because of our jewelry, they're able to support their families, send their kids to school. They're able to change lives. And by buying this kit and making bracelets, you're also changing a life. So again, use it as a learning experience, a way to ignite some fun in your house at night. We're all indoors. We're kind of stuck here for a while. So it's just a fun project that's a little bit educational at the same time, and you can get some creative juices flowing. All right, thanks so much. Remember, I would love to see all of the creative bracelets that you make when you get your kit, when you're stringing your patterns. Please share them with Akola on Instagram @Akola Jewelry and #Akola. I can't wait to see what you come up with.